On the right, we'll start side view, spring training. I like a lot of things about Stroman. First and foremost, the biggest thing I like about Stroman is he is an athlete. We talk about can't teach athleticism, can't teach all of these things, when in reality, I kind of believe that we can train it. And another thing that I love about Stroman is you see him throw on like off days and stuff. I should have pulled up that video. I don't know if I have it, but he's always kind of doing things in his throwing that, promote athleticism. But starting from the very beginning, what I like about Stroman is the rhythm, the timing, the sequencing of his movements. So right off the bat in his leg lift, you'll see that his hands go when the foot goes, and that already is going to promote this pendulum type rhythm right off the bat. That's going to, for me, looking at it as like, doing coaching stuff is something that I incorporate with my guys. Talking about how to, promote better timing is just, when that leg goes up, hands can go up. So you're, again, creating that rhythm, which will then lead to a little bit better timing. So you get to a peak leg lift. You'll see right before peak leg lift that he's already increasing forward momentum, right? Even though it's very subtle, it's telling the body, hey, we're going to get down. We're going to get going. All right. Increase momentum. And then peak leg lift coming down into his drive phase. Already you're going to notice with Stroman is, even though he's, a little bit shorter, he's also is super strong, right? So having the capacity and the stability in that drive leg to now hold that force while he's going into his momentum down the mount. So you'll see that drive leg is stable, foot connection to the ground, stable and separated on time. Head posture still staying back, counter rotating, not really counter rotating, but just, again, that foot positioning, keeping that hip closed at the initial move in his drive phase. And then now you're at full hand separation, good little counterbalance usage of the glove arm here, which is going to, again, allow him to be closed. But again, going into that drive phase, he's able to still maintain that back leg, that force in that back leg, right? So now this is where we get really, really impressive with Stroman, in my opinion, because we have forward momentum, we have a stable drive leg, we have foot connection, we have on-time separation, we have front hip closure, we have the glove arm, the front shoulder staying closed. And now as he begins to approach that front foot strike, that's when internal rotation is going to happen, allowing that force momentum or that force buildup from the backside to begin to transfer. Again, we mentioned the hand timing is already really optimal. And then boom, this is where a position that I love to see, front foot strike, full internal rotation occurring. See how the back hip has begun that rotation already, whereas his shoulder is, again, creating that stretch. I talk about that a lot, creating that separation, that torque, that rotational energy, which is a commonality between all high power output throwers. And then the glove arm pulls the arm through. That hand is staying connected. I've done a few things on arm disconnections type stuff. And now we go into ball release, external rotation, solid, and then late launch, trunk posture over that front knee, getting that optimal amount of extension. And we didn't even mention the freaking lead leg, right? So not only does he have the stability of the drive leg, but he has the stability and the capacity to handle that force with the drive leg. You'll see that there's no minimal amount of movement. As soon as that back leg and that arm swing through, there's no forward movement. That's leakage of energy. He's able to stabilize that force and now throw against that front leg. Again, super optimally, right? Early pronation, late launch, good deceleration pattern. You'll see that that arm bends, giving his arm more time to decelerate. Front leg stable, knee goes into a little bit of a hyperextension, perfect, and just athletic finish. Oh wait, he didn't finish in a good fielding position. Bang it. Totally bad. Yeah, and that's the side. And then this angle right here just provides even more context to that drive leg stability, internal rotation occurring with that hand, creating that separation. This is a really good view of the separation. You see that back shoulder back here. Back hip is already rotated. We talked about creating that, right? That torque, that rotational energy all comes through. Lead leg stabilizes out to the fingertips, late launch, early pronation, and athleticism all in one. This is another great view of that. Boom. We talked about that, Boom, 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 boom. Does a lot of things right, man. Does a lot of things right, and the ability to repeat it on a consistent basis due to the athleticism that Stroman possesses. So that's what I got. Guy's good at throwing a baseball. I'd encourage you to check out more of my breakdowns. If you want to work with me online, be sure to check out the caption. What is it called? A caption on YouTube? A description? I think it's called a description. Be sure to check out the description below and click the link that says work with me remotely. I have some services that you could provide extreme amount of benefit for. How about that strut right there? Ooh, feel it. All right, guys. Robbie Rowland. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something from it. Like I said, links in the description below if you want to work with me or see more breakdowns. Much love, guys.